Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Soviet Republic. Oh, actually, Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We are building our Soviet Republic. We are tracking along nicely. I've messed up a few things, so we'll have to fix that now. What I've done in between episodes is I have changed our cable car system down here for the iron into a conveyor belt, because it just moves so much more. We've got tons of steel being produced, so that's awesome. The people being trained into the steel mill is really working effectively. At the moment, I'm not exporting anything, so I've stopped exporting iron and coal or anything like that. I'm not exporting anything. What I want to do is I want to get this thing filled up so we have a pretty decent buffer of steel for our own use. And then what I want to do is I want to start exporting steel big time. So that's kind of the plan over here. So we've got tons of iron ores coming in now. I found that we're actually running a little bit short on coal. So we're not really able to store as much coal. So we go through coal very quickly over here. In terms of producing our massive amounts of steel. So I've gone and identified an additional coal mine over here, which we should be able to run with conveyors towards here. And now I'm just thinking I've got a bit of a problem. Okay, so the project for today is to get prefab panels and cement developed. We could also go into bricks, but bricks will be quite easy. We only need a bit of coal, so we could probably even build it right over here and just take it off of there and start producing bricks very easily. The complexity is using gravel to create cement, having cement hooked up to both the the concrete plant and the prefab panel plant over here. And I think I've got something that works, but the one thing that I've kind of forgotten about was the fact that we do need ourselves a fair bit of coal. So one thing that could work, we are running, this is iron that's running here, but I think what could work is we could run conveyors through here, and I think we can share a conveyor line. So it'll do a bit of coal, a bit of iron, a bit of coal. It's quite high capacity, so it will work. So I've kind of set up all of that. I've done a little gravel storage over here, aggregate storage for gravel, so that can feed straight into the various things that needs to feed it, so that we build up a little bit of a buffer. I'm not too comfortable with this buffer. This will probably, I'm not sure how much buffer that'll give us, but it'll give us a bit more buffer so that these can keep working. I've had to disconnect a few things, so we'll have to reconnect all of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to switch it all on and have it all built straight away, including the trains first. I'm just going to build that straight away. If we go to the roads, I'm just going to go ahead and they are, I'll have to click them individually over here. Build that. I've got a bit of a crossing. Going on over here, so let's just get all of this built. I don't want to wait to get to, okay, let's get that one built as well. That's the forklift road crossing over there. We'll build this one. We've still got plenty of cash, and once all of this is up and running, we should really not need much more to go on. So let's get all of that built. By far the most expensive piece here is going to be the conveyor systems. So I think all of that is fine. The one thing that we're missing out on over here is power. And so I am tempted to see if we can't run, well, that power line there, we just need to put back. So there's a few power lines that I've taken out. One of them is this one. That one's quite easy to take back. This one that's supposed to run through here somewhere is a little bit more difficult. The question is, can we do that and then run it this way? Oh yeah, we can. Run it that way and then run it this way, and well, what we need to do is get rid of that, and then we'll just run that straight through there. Really? Was that it? Anyway, I think that's supposed to be done. Is that going to work? All of that being built. Nice. Is that linked up? It is linked up. So we should have power. All of this can now work again. Excellent. All of that is now being built. So I think all of that should work. The one thing that I was a little worried about, though, is our walking distance. And if we look at this one... Okay, so walking distance over there is a problem, but I think we have somewhere where we can link up... we should be able to link up some paths. I think we can... Can we not cross this stuff? Honestly, can we really not cross it? Because if we can't, it's going to be a bummer. I think if we tie it in here, we should have walking distance from there. Yeah, so that walking distance is fine. We're still struggling with this. This walking distance over here is a bit of a bummer. We don't have any access points on this side. And that walking distance, it doesn't feel that far to me. Is this all linked up? Why? Okay, can we... Hang on, if we come in here... Honestly, can we really not get anything better? That's 200 meters? While this is 200 meters too? So we're... How much short are we though? Can I find a spot over here where we can... Oh yeah. Let's run a little something along here. Come on, you should be able to. Oh, we had it, man. We had it. There we go. Can we... Come on. Come on. I think we can. I'm not sure this is going to be shorter, though. If we... Okay, let's trim this back just a tad. Problem is trying to squeeze in everything we need to squeeze in, guys. So now if we do that... Come on, you should be able to connect that. Come on. But I'm not sure that's going to help us much. I'm not sure that's going to make this route any shorter than it already is. Let's trim it back a little bit. I'll stop fuffing around with it now. Let's see if we do that. Come on, you should. Honestly, can you not run? Really? There's no way of squeezing something in there? Well, anyway, if we do that, is that making it any shorter? Something like that. If we do something like that, does that make it shorter at all? Ooh, we need to kind of tie that in there and maybe in there and maybe... Can we tie that straight up there? Okay, anyway, I don't know. I'm not going to fuff around with it anymore. Still, walking distance seems to be a bit of a dilemma. Okay, we'll have to sort that out some other time. For the moment, I just want to get all of this up and running. If I have to bus in a few people from here to there, it's not going to be the end of the world. We'll just end up doing it. We'll do it. Everybody, where are you going? Why are you lost? You want to go to this station over here. Oh, I know what's the problem. I know what the problem is. It's that thing that's not been built. And by the way, we also need ourselves a bit of a signal over there. Actually, you're just one direction, and we've got that signal over there. So perfect. So that should hopefully we should now see some stuff happening. Come on, get that built now. You should now be able to... Can you please make your way there now? Buddies, go. Are you in the wrong, heading in the wrong... Ah, you're heading in the wrong direction. You should find your way now. I'm pretty sure you'll find your way. Get to the signal and you should find it. You should find it. Ah, there you go. Nice. Excellent. Okay, good. I think that is all been fixed. Oh yeah, so the other thing that we needed to have a look at, well, let's get all of those things built. It's going to be pricey. That's not too pricey though. That's built quite quickly and effectively. I'm hoping that we can use forklifts between these guys. We'll get that one built as well. And then I'm hoping that just does an automatic connection straight over there. Now let's get our conveyor systems done here, please. Wow, that's not as expensive as I thought. But anyway, we get all of that done. Oh, this little piece over here, we'll get that done as well. Only 11,000 rubles to get that built. And we'll get this one built over here, I believe. There we go. Immediately we've got gravel being stored up over there. This is still being built, so that'll be done. How much does this one take? Oh, 470 tons of gravel. That's going to be awesome. So, and we've got... Oh, we're not actually feeding that one back. But that's okay. It's our buffer for this production facility. So that's okay. I'm okay with that. What I am interested in is to see if I can link up coal using the same conveyor system. So potentially link coal through here somewhere. I'm not sure. I'm not sure it'll be feasible. Potentially across. We won't be able to cross this unless we build crossing stuff like this. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. But coal, we need to get coal over here. So if I have a quick look at our conveyor system. So let's say I'm gonna place a conveyor something like this, right? So that we can feed it in over there. Okay. So if we say we can cross that. That's gonna be perfect. We'll do that. Now the question being, can we link up to any form of... These are not gonna work. Can we do something like this? If we... The problem is it's getting pretty tight over here though. It's getting really pretty tight, and I still need to test it. I don't even know if it's going to work if we share the scheme here. But what we will need to do... Oh, there's a new ambulance for us. Okay, so with that, with this guy out over there, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to quickly see if I can't slot in an additional crossing here that could potentially link up over there. But this is going to start getting a little tight with what we've got going on. We won't be able to do it here. We'll have to move it. It'll have to be here. And to be honest, this might be in the way a little bit. We may have to move it a little bit, which is going to be a costly affair to do that. Oh no. Okay, what I'm going to do is let's again clear out some pathways. So let's just, I just want to, come on buddies. I'll clear out some pathways over here. So we'll make a little bit of room there. Okay, now, if I say, let's grab, we're not using the rest of this rail though. So if I say, well, let's trim back our rail situation here a little bit. Okay, no, this one. Come on, do that. Okay, and I go to the mod section. We grab ourselves the conveyor rail, double rail crossing. What's going on? Can I just try and redo that? Come on, it is huge. Something's going on. Let's zoom out a little bit. I find if I zoom out a little bit, we don't get too many problems. Okay, what I'm interested in is there crossings that has slightly different setups? Actually, maybe if we do a roadside one over here instead. So let's say we'll do, no, not that one. If we do something like this, no, the other way around. If we do something like that, right? If we do something like that over here, that may actually work a little bit better for us. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and disrupt our line there. We've got a few disruptions in here already. So if I say, oof, let's demolish that, which is an expensive thing to do. Not too expensive, but still expensive nonetheless. So if we say, I want to, come on, if I squeeze you in over there, which I believe should work, I'll I'm hoping that can actually cross. So let's do that. That's working. And then if I grab conveyors, we should be able to link that up. We should be able to link this up and that one. Oh man, this is so close to working. Can we? I don't think that's going to work. I don't think, unless we bring it closer. So let's cancel all of this. We'll get rid of this guy. Okay, we'll get rid of some of these little roads here. Okay, so can I please, come on, trim back some of this. Okay. Okay, now with that out of the way, let's trim back this little pathway as well, which we will have to replace, by the way, because otherwise there's no workers down here. If we bring this thing closer to the, if we bring it closer to the rail, if we do something like this, right? Will that work? And this is ooh, that would actually work if we take it away a little bit. Let's do that. Let's demolish that section. Good. Let's try it again. Well, it's not, we haven't spent anything on it. Okay, if we bring it back a little more, let's say something like that instead. Okay. This is a bit of a trial and error piece. Oh man, there it goes. I believe that should work, and I believe that should work. And now our only dilemma is we need to, we don't, well, yeah, we need to connect this up over here somewhere. So let me quickly find a spot for all of that. I'll get rid of that for the time being. I don't, how do these things operate? Can you actually drive through from one side to the other side? Is that a double? I don't think you can. No. Oh, that's why this isn't working. We need actual roads. This is okay, but what we'll need to do is we will, I think it could work. Buddies, what's going on? You honestly, you're telling me you can't squeeze it through there? Oh, crazy. Where can you squeeze it through? That is just not on, man. We may have to run it around here somewhere, which I'm okay with. I'm not too fussed by it, as long as we can find a spot to get it through. Oh, this thing is making funny. Can you just, there we go. So if we do that, okay, and now what I want to do is I want to run a little section up here, so we'll tie in there. Let's trim it back, because we still need to tie all of these things in though. So let's try that. That should be working. That should be working. Can we, come on, you should be able to get through there. Really, you can't get through there? If we trim this back a little, can we at any angle get through here? Come on, we need to be able to get, really, we can't get through there? Well, anyway, I think we are connected up now, and the alternative for us is to then just run a little something through here as well, which is okay. There we go. Now that should work. I believe that should work. I was hoping we could run another road, little service road thing through there, but that's not going to work. All of that around there should, however, work. So there's this little loop thing going on. At the same time, I will try and see if we can't find a little spot through there somewhere, but I doubt it very much. I think we're about as lucky as we can, and ooh, we still don't even know if this works. So what I'm keen on doing is let's quickly build all of these. Let's get those conveyor systems in place. Like so, and like so, and over there. And I honestly, I hope that can work. It feels, I'm sure I've seen people do stuff like this. So let's build these things. And if we're going to waste a little money here, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. So let's get those built. Okay, and now let's get the rest of the conveyors built. I really think this can work. Let's see. Okay, what's going on here? That is working. It is working, buddies. I love it. It's working. We are optimally using our conveyor system, and it's doing both at the same time. Oh man, you've got to love it. You have got to love it. Okay, so that works. Let's get the rail stuff all hooked up again. Of course, this is going to be a breeze. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Okay, cancel that. Let's try this again. Let's get rid of that guy. Okay. Can we? We'll do a little bit of that. This is not ideal, but let's try it. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Let's try it one more. Let's try it one more time. I'm kind of tempted to see if we can't. Yeah, that's not going to work. But that seems to be about as good as we're going to get it. Are you kidding me? Okay, if we trim this back a little, I think we should be able to get it to work. Yes. Okay. So that's about as good as we're going to get it. It's a little offset, but I'm okay with that. I am honestly very okay with that. So let's get this guy to go out there and this guy to come in this way, and there we go. What we're gonna need is we will need just to finish that build off. So let's get that built. I'm hoping you can find your way. Perfect, good stuff. That's the case. We can now. We are in need of getting some of these workers to come down here. So that guy is going to get workers, so we're going to start the production straight away. We need to purchase a couple of these forklifts over here, so we'll do that. 4 of them, and I believe we just say find paths, right? We don't want to unload anything. Oh, we want to load, but we don't want to unload anything at the cement plant. At the concrete plant, we want to unload cement. At the cement silo, we want to unload cement, right? Just like that. So these guys should be able to, as soon as we have something that works there, it should be fine. Now we need that little path, so let's find ourselves. We can run it both directions, so that might be an easy. Actually, we won't be able to get through there. We'll get through here somewhere. So let's do a few path options. So if we're gonna run it through there, we'll tie it up over there. I'm not sure that's going to mean anything. If we run it through here though, yeah, I'm not sure we now still have this ability to tie in here. Oh yeah, that's working. That's working. That's working. And that's working, and if we then tie in over here, I believe that should be within reach. Oh man, it is 372. So honestly, this thing is just our only bummer at the moment. Okay, there we go. All of that is working. I love it. The fact that we're sharing this conveyor is giving me tons of joy. Tons of joy. Okay, so that means immediately this guy should be creating cement, and these guys should be carrying cement to wherever it is that they need to go. I probably need to add many more of these guys. So they're going to go and fill up this thing first. As a bit of a buffer, oh, at the cement silo, you can probably load and unload at the cement silo. So you can do loading at the cement silo as well, of cement, of course. So you can do that if you wanted to do that. Can we add more? I don't think we can add any more. Okay, now we don't have anybody working here yet, but as soon as the cement silo starts getting some stuff, we can start doing prefab panels, and that we can put into a facility somewhere over here. But that is really it. What we need now is to hook up the rest of the coal. So what I thought I'd do is I would build that piece, and then I'm gonna say send in our construction crew to come and do the rest of this. It's really more man hours than anything else. So we'll do a little bit of that. Oh, you know what's also not linked up? No, I do think it is linked up. I think that is actually linked up. All of that is actually reachable. So we should have firefighters, we should have people working here, and we should have people working there. So all of that is actually working quite well. Okay, now I'm going to grab this thing and I'm going to assign some. So there's a prefab flat being built over here, which is fine, but I'm also going to assign you to go and build the mine over there. The idea is that we start getting the mine set up. We could use this conveyor again. We'll have to see. There might be very limited reason for us to use that one. So we might just try and cross over here to come and do the ore over here. So that's fine. We'll set that up. So let's speed things along a little bit. I think all of that should now be kind of workable. Hopefully this cement and the stuff is being. You know, the alternative is we could just put a little truck to come back and forth and back and forth and back and forth over here. It might be easier than to try and get these guys to do it. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the cement silo from the mix. Oh, there's also no power there. Okay, so there's a few things I need to sort out over here for that to work. But I'm thinking we will grab a cement truck that'll kind of just back and forth it over there, because I don't know, we're not creating that much. Anyway, we'll see. We'll not deal with that too much now. So if we have a look, okay, we obviously spent a lot of stuff on import now, which we just built a few things of steel. We will remove that completely. Mechanical components, that was all of the conveyors. We'll remove that as well. Concrete, yes, we won't be doing any of that. So if you look at it let's look at last month where we didn't do any steel. So power was one, food was the other big one. Alcohol, very minor amounts here, very minor amounts of stuff that was being purchased. Cement and bitumen, really almost nothing. But really, so the next thing that I was thinking we should do, maybe the brick. Before we get lost with some other stuff here, the brick is the one that we need. So let's quickly have a look. Get to the construction industry. We'll get to the brick factory. The brick factory requires only coal to produce bricks. And so what we'll do is we'll place it somewhere like over here somewhere. Ooh, hang on. Now, what I am wondering about is if we place it over here, right? We need to kind of place it so that we can still use the factory connection. So I'm kind of tempted to do a little something like this. I'm not sure how that's going to work, whether it's going to tie in over there. We're not going to build it straight away. So let's say we do that, right? Okay. Can I get the conveyor to go in there? And I'm not opposed to removing the roads, but can't build bridge pillars due to infrastructure below. What I'm tempted to look at over here is if I can. The problem is trying to get rid of all of this all at the same time. Getting it to fit is a bit of a challenge. Oh, really? The building's in the way. Okay, so that was the issue here, right? Let's remove it. I want to get rid of the little bit of road over there. Okay, we will do that, and we'll come back here and we'll say try that one more time. No, the brick factory. We'll move it a little bit more like this. Hopefully, if we get it a little further like so, that should be useful. that just has to work, right? No. This is what I want to do. Pop that in there. Okay, so that's going to work. I am confident that our road's going to work. Oh man, yeah. Now, what I'm wondering about, walking distances here will be a problem, unless we can get people that's coming from the steel stuff. So can we say do this? How is the building in the way? Okay, so if we do that, right, and we say like so. So my question is, if people gets dropped off over here, right, are they able to go there? And it's something that we'll have to have a look at. Okay, so all of that should be fine. So we can actually build this. We can't really build the conveyor system. So let's purchase the conveyor system, and we'll get the guys to come and build this. So we'll assign the construction yard to come and build this on their own time. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff now happening in the construction industry over here, and we're starting to build our own stuff. We have all of this available to us. So no workers or mechanisms, it's fine. They will all be starting to come this way now. There's a ton of stuff that these guys will be making use of now. The prefab flats are being built over here, and they're slightly starting to get a little bit further away. I'm almost tempted to start doing a few flats or something over here. We're seeing a little bit more cement there now. There's cement filling up over there. Is cement being unloaded over on that side? I don't want to discard any of the cement, but I do want to. We cannot export. Okay, that's fine. But I do want to stop. Oh, they are getting. Oh yeah, they're getting it. Cool. I like it. All of that is starting to happen. All of this is starting to happen. We are starting to deliver a bunch of stuff over here. So that's awesome. Getting the asphalt straight away to go there. Oh, I love it. I'm loving it. When this game starts working, it is such fun. Okay, now with the construction industry kind of sorted out over here, and we are busy making improvements to it so that we really have a proper setup going on. Whoa, we've rushed through that. What's going on? This is working, right? This is working. Is it not working? It's operating without issue. So we're just straight away. Yeah. Okay, fine. So it is working, and luckily there is a bit of a buffer there. Well, actually, there is no buffer here. No, there is. Why? Anyway, it felt a little weird. I don't know. Maybe I was clicking the wrong one and didn't find anything in there. Okay, what I'm tempted to do is actually start grabbing some. I want to grab some. I want to grab some stuff. I don't want to grab some stuff. What I want to do is I want to build food stuffs now. So the food industry is where I'm aiming at the moment. So an agro farm, a grain storage, and then we've got all different kinds of fields, including 250 that can work the big field. Then there's a food factory, grocery store, distillery, the pub, it's fine, the livestock farm. Okay, then storage for that, livestock hall, slaughterhouse, meat storage, those kind of things. But I think we just start off with some of the basics. And I think what we'll do, and I'm just going to plan this out, I think we'll do another little town somewhere over here, okay, somewhere over here, close to the water, because potentially we can actually start using ships. I think we can use ships. I'm not sure how they deal with these bridges, because obviously a ship can't go through that bridge, but maybe in the game it can. But I am pretty keen to do another little town somewhere over here that will be able to do the crop farming and stuff over here. So if we put the wireframe on here, this is nice and flat. So this area here is where I think it will be very good areas for these nice big fields. So we'll do a few big fields in this area to produce some of our own food. The other thing that I just need to have a quick look at is if we look at the oil industry, we don't have any oil here because I definitely did not want to do the whole oil thing. If we look at this, can we not make it? Where is the oil? The oil is actually just over yonder. Over yonder. The oil should be over here somewhere. No, come on, click back here. There should be oil. We could grab a little bit of oil. A little bit of oil. Come on. Can I just... Okay, get the oil. Can we just hover over the oil, please? There it is. So it's a tiny little bit of oil. Alternatively, the oil fields will be up here somewhere. Okay, so we can then move on to oil from there. But the idea will be that we start by planning in our rail system. So let's quickly do that. It's only going to be in planning now. And to be honest, you know what we should do? We should set up the big rail yard thingy. Under mods, I believe it's a mod. Is the big railroad construction office a big one? The large railroad construction office. It seems reasonable that we can put it. We obviously can't run the rail through it because I don't think that'll work. It's like it will act like a depot. So if we say do something like this, right? I think actually that would be quite an awesome spot. If we do something like this, right? That spot right over there. It needs workers, so we'll have to bus workers to this anyway. But I think we'll do a little bit of this. Little bit. I am thinking the wireframe is showing me that that's not going to be awesome. But anyway, if we say place that there, okay, then we say, well, actually let's do a bit of this just to make sure we can in fact see. That's too steep. That is going to be too steep. So that's not going to be great. Anyway, I'd rather mess around with the road a little bit than to try and do funny things further along there. Okay, so that's fine. We'll leave it like that, and now we'll start doing a little bit of planning over here. So if we say that our main line is gonna, I just want to try and keep it as straight as possible. So we'll run the main line like this, and then we'll start turning it into this general direction over here. I think that is probably about appropriate. We've got another little van or something that's now available to us. And then what we'll do is we will tie these guys in there. So we'll just do a little something like that. We'll do, I don't think we need to tie up any other ones. So if we then say, well, actually, we could do this, but I'd rather we... So if we do a little bit of this, come on. Something like that. No, that's just weird. What's going on there? Can we trim that back a little bit and we'll replace that by doing something proper? Yeah, there we go. That kind of setup is kind of what I'm after. That's okay. I think that all is quite useful. We've got this prefab building over here that's been built, but it's not within walking distance of the station, nor a lot of other stuff. So I'm not going to rush to get it filled up with workers or people. I'd rather go ahead and see. So what else is happening? Is this construction underway? Kind of. There's no workers here, but it's kind of underway. As this construction underway? Barely. It's barely underway. I'm not sure where all my workers are at. There's tons of cement there. This is producing cement. This is full on cement, so that's fine. This thing should have tons of cement apart, and it just doesn't have power or workers, so prefab panels will become a bit of a problem. What I'll do is I'm going to purchase a small bus that can run workers back and forth a little bit. Something small. I really just need a few workers. So I'm gonna grab just something like that, guys. Just that one. That's gonna be cool. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna say, buddies, you gonna move people from this station here to this facility. That's it. That's gonna be your job. You're gonna go back and forth. You've got 7 people that you can do that with. So hopefully that will give us some workers over there. Oh, the other thing that we obviously don't have here is power. And again, we can pretty easily siphon some power off right over here. So we'll quickly do that. So let me get rid of one of those. And what I'll do is I'll grab under the mods the power stuff, power word transformer. We'll grab this small one here. We'll kind of just squeeze it in. Power disruptions galore. Okay, so we'll buy that. We will put the cables just back. Put back the big poles. Nice. And now and we can buy that. That's no problem. And 5.5 million. I think we are so close to becoming self-sufficient. I am not even worried. Not even worried. So what I'll do is I'll move it a little bit this way, just like so. We'll go ahead and build the road and build the facility because we need these to be powered fairly straight away. Then we'll go and get some of these connecting cables right over there, and we'll go ahead and procure them. Okay, so all of that should give us back into action. This should have power now. As the bus comes around, it should be able to drop the guys off over there quite easily. Construction over here. We're still waiting on some resources, but if there's workers, it should actually work. Okay, that's fine. This is the planning going on over there. We'll see a little bit about the road, and maybe we should do that first before we get ourselves too involved in laying stuff all around this road that we're not necessarily going to keep. So let's clear off some roads here. And I'm tempted to bring that back a little more. Come on. Okay, and then we'll move that road out of the way a little. Okay, so we'll grab this. We'll say, buddies, you're gonna run over there like so, and then we'll tie you in there and in there, so something like that. There we go. And now we should quite easily be able to tie a road, honestly, something like that, because anyway, that should be okay. And there's a fair bit of room around here for storage that we may need. So I'm gonna purchase these roads so they get built so that we don't cut off ourselves, but I don't think we use these roads either. So anyway, that's okay. That's kind of going to be it, and this will actually be a nice little road that can tie in over there and even run on this side. So that's not cool. That's actually not too bad. Okay, over here we need to just have a look at the wireframe. You can see that it gets a little cliffy next to this area. There's a few things that we need to deal with. So what I'll do is I'll start planning out our rail infrastructure. Actually, in the mods, there's a better one. So I'll grab that. Where is it? Platforms. We'll go with the, it's this one, right? The Voskel medium. We'll go with that. I'm tempted to just tie it straight up over there. Okay. Can we? Yeah. That's the angle we're after. So I'm tempted we just tie it in like so. There we go. That's fine. Then what we'll do is we'll plan out the rest of this rail alignment over here. And I'm tempted we just run this straight through here. So if we say this is kind of what we're going for. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. We'll run that straight through there. That's going to be awesome. That gives us tons of space. Now, what we could do is we can provide this with a fair bit of straight direct access right over there. Okay, so that's kind of the plan. We'll do, come on, buddy, neighbor. No. Can you believe it? I can't cancel that because it's going to be costly. So we'll do that. I'm not going to build, well, I'm not going to pay for the building of this. We'll set up that other thing to do it. We're just doing the cheap lines. There we go. Plan that in there. Then I'll put that one in there. Come on. And that one in there. We'll do a bit of a crossover right over here. Somewhere. Okay. And we'll do very similar thing on the other side. So let's grab, say, a little something like that. It's a little bit more. Ooh, that wasn't quite what I had in mind. That wasn't quite what I had in mind, but never fear. I think we are okay with this. There we go. Actually, just a little something like this should be okay. And then we'll do a bit of a crossover there. So we've got a fair bit of room for crossovers and to be able to do trains and things that stop over here and so on. Okay, now, with that in mind, we can obviously build... we can get ourselves some roads and stuff over here. I'll just go ahead and grab a few spots. So let's say we'll run one little road in the middle over there. Actually, let's move it over a little bit, something like that, right? So if we do this and we gonna cross it over there and then we tie it in like that, that's pretty cool. If we cross this one, actually, let's not do this one right now. Let's straighten it up. There we go, and there we go. So that's gonna kind of provide us some area of effect around that. What I'm interested in doing is doing the extension on the other side. So if we do a little bit of this, we straighten it up over there. Okay, so let's do a little bit of this stuff. And let's bring in something like this. Okay, something like that is kind of what I'm thinking. This is what the town is going to be going to look like. So the first thing that we need to do in this town, and yeah, we're probably coming in at the end, close to the end of this episode. We'll do a few more minutes. Okay, we obviously need to start using getting a university as well, so that we can do some research and get our own electronics and stuff done. But what do we need? We need a few things over here. So first things first is we will need a shopping center. And I'm quite comfortable to get it right up close and personal to there. Needs to be pretty central. Okay, so that's the one. We'll have a little road that runs around the back of it as well. So that's one of the things that we need. We also need, we don't need a grocery store. We don't need a small store. We probably need a bit of a cinema. So what I'll do is I will again try and squeeze that in, maybe something like this. It's going to be a little bit more problematic though. Yeah, maybe this cinema should, yeah, maybe this, we'll get the cinema in over here. Okay, cinema over there, good stuff, there we go. We need a pub. A pub is quite small. We're just gonna squeeze the pub in maybe right over there somewhere. There just needs to be a little bit of room for the pathways. Okay, so we'll get the pub in over there. This time I'm gonna build a hospital and not a small clinic. Again, maybe actually the hospital could go in the back over here. So we will need it pretty close. That's let's move it a little bit out of the way, like so. Where there'll be tons of little walkways and things over here. So we'll do that. So the hospital will go in there. We need a fire department, which I believe we'll just place here next to the hospital. Though it doesn't look like it's going to fit in nicely over there. Maybe the fire station will go in on this side. Yeah, I think that's going to be better. We'll squeeze it in there. I think that's going to work quite well. Fire station over there. Nice. And now we just need some tenements, right? We do need to give ourselves some of the other bits and pieces. We've got the cinema. We probably need some of these. Let's get ourselves one of these, maybe right up against something like that. Maybe we should be able to squeeze one tenement in over there. What we'll do is we'll also squeeze in one of them kind of right in over this side. That should be fairly accessible then, fairly well spread out. If we go to the roads section, I want to make sure that we also grab ourselves a gas station. Center of town is probably about the right spot for it. Right across the road from the pub. We'll do that. So we've got a gas station over there. And now we need to kind of squeeze in some tenements, get some little roadways and things like that in place. The game is going. So let's quickly go back and see what has happened. This one is built. I don't think people will randomly move in here, will they? No, not quite yet. It's not quite there yet. This is much slower than I would have expected because it's missing gravel. Is this underway? It's also missing gravel. What's going on with our gravel? Are we out of gravel? We are in fact out of gravel. What is going on with our... This is all connected, right? We've got trucks coming up and down. Okay, it's merely a fact of we need to sort that thing out a little bit more. We don't have enough of these vehicles that's actually doing this. So what are you doing? Small aggregate storage. Unload at the plant. So load there. No. So we want you to come here to load. Okay. Okay, you will load this stuff here and you'll wait until you're loaded. Then we'll get rid of the small aggregate storage. So thank you. You should be able to go your own way now. We will do the same thing with this guy. Let's just quickly, actually, this guy's already got it done. Okay, let's copy that. And we will come here and we'll just say, okay, so now all of them, will you please leave though? Can I say go there? Ah, excellent. You are going to the processing plant. So the only one that's causing some trouble. Oh, you are loading. Okay. Okay. Hopefully that's now the end of it, and hopefully we're getting all of these to kind of sort themselves out. So we're running out of gravel. So it's good we have had a quick look at that. This is creating a bit of gravel, but we're by no means creating sufficient gravel. What I want to do is I want to trim this down. I believe we have more than enough of this going for us. So let's just make sure that we don't have too many people working there. Similarly, we don't have any prefab panels coming in just yet. So people aren't actually going there. They aren't actually waiting at this little bus stop thingy. So can we say wait here? No, so unfortunately we cannot. So they're just going wherever they want to go. So we'll have to see if that will actually work. The prefab panels isn't the end of the world for me at the moment. So it's okay. I don't mind that too much. Need all of this to be worked. Hopefully, actually, you know what? If we keep trimming this down to a manageable amount, maybe we will find that more people will come here. I'm going to go that down to 30 though. This is a 5 max, which is okay. This is a 5 max, that's okay. So people coming in here will have no other choice than to... I'm happy to leave that at 15 though. What I need to have a look at though is this guy. Can you please wait until you're... Anyway, I'm just going to leave it as is. Okay, let's quickly go back. Lost a couple of minutes. Let's quickly go back at what we're seeing over here. So let's get some tenements down. I'm going to go with some of the big ones. And what we'll do is we will try and squeeze them in. A little bit like this. Try and give it a little bit more room there. And maybe another one over here somewhere. So that just looks a little bit nicer. So we'll have those 3 there for now. I think that's almost going to be the first instance. I'm going to get rid of some of these. I'll get rid of that one. And then what we'll do is we'll just grab a little bit. Oh, I'll have to get rid of that one as well. So let's just get rid of this, please. Okay, then what we'll do is we'll... No. That's not right. This is what I want. We will do that. And we'll do that. And we will trim this little piece back. No! Why? Why was that happening? Anyway, that's the access points over there. So these guys should be fine. What we will need to do is we'll need to give some walkways. So I'm quite keen on actually just running at least one walkway up along the rail over here. Okay, so now we'll start to find that can we... Yeah, we can cross in a number of locations. I wanted to run it like this. Can we tie in? Please let us tie in. Okay, so something like that. You'll tie in over there. You'll tie in there. Come on. Not close enough. Get something like that going on. I need this thing to tie in, otherwise it's not going to work. Over here we'll run in like that. This one, I'm less worried about that one not tying in than this one. So let's get that a little closer there, so there is a room for this to tie in. But I think we can actually get all of them to tie in. Let's just... they're a little closely aligned over here, though. Actually, this one doesn't need to tie in because we'll tie in over there. Nice. And this can tie in over here. We'll run another little pathway over here that we'll continue the tie-in with. Doesn't want to tie in there, though. Anyway, we'll see about something like that. So that's kind of you're gonna get the idea. So we'll need to build this out. And the question in my mind is, do we build this out by ourselves, or do we go ahead and pay for it? That really will be the question. So that's stuff over there. Let's put a few more over here. Stuff that looks a little different, maybe. Still look pretty similar though. What's the size of this? 127. Can't build due to all kinds of infrastructure everywhere. Let's get these guys. I believe we should be able to tie them in. Yeah, we'll at least do one like this and one on the other side like so. Like that. What we'll do is we will grab the roads and get rid of some of those roads. We don't want all of these roads. We'll just kind of grab the middle one. We'll grab one. Come on. One road over there. Nice. So that's going to start looking a little bit more decent. That'll be plenty of initial workers, I think, those. And then we'll have room for all the others. Oh, what we don't have is a school and the like. So let's quickly place that as well. It's under education. So we'll need ourselves a school. Okay, we will get rid of those, and we'll get rid of that, and we'll get rid of that, so we can at least place the school. Something like that should be fine. There's the school. Now there's enough room around there. Under the mods, we have a pretty decent kindergarten that can accommodate quite a few people. Actually, what does that one do? This was a little smaller. Ooh, we haven't done any power work here. Workers 18. Yeah, let's grab this one. It's huge. It is huge, so we'll need to find a spot where it actually works. I'm tempted to place it over here on the main road. Yeah, I think something like that will work. Okay, there we go. So that's kind of the basic infrastructure that we need. I hope that's everything. And then what we'll do is we'll get to farming in this area. So we could get the rail to run up here. Maybe we should farm on this side. That's a nice bigger area. We can get the rail to come in here. Actually, that should work quite well. So I am liking it. What's going on with our construction? Is our gravel situation looking a little bit better? I think we will need to yeah, so we are struggling. We're not close to the kind of gravel intake that we would need. I was hoping we would fill up stuff. Well, this is very close to being filled up. So once we get all of that filled up, this is obviously not working yet, which probably a good thing because we don't have all the gravel that we need. This is missing. Oh, we cannot export, but there's gravel available. Okay, I think the gravel thing is working a little bit better now, even though it's still not super. I think it is working a little bit better now. Okay, but I'll have to run and get a few more trucks because I think yeah, the trucks aren't quite appropriate for this just yet. How's the construction of other things going? Missing lots of gravel. And then it'll start missing some other stuff. Over here, it's also missing gravel. So yeah, I just need to sort out my gravel production. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm really enjoying this game. I think we're making tons of progress. And even though we only have 5.5 million rubles left, I think we're very close to being self-sufficient. This is almost a project for another day. Once we get these two set up and we sort out our gravel, we should be self-sufficient in terms of our construction industry, and then we can just kind of get more and more workers to come and build this out over here. I think that's kind of the key here. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, hit that like button. Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think, what we should be doing next. What do you think of the new town? Do you have a cool name suggestion for any of the new towns? That would be cool also. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.